So let's begin by mounting the drive, the code to the drive, like we always did. So the assignment I gave you, I asked you to look into the data set, then extract data from month 3 to 7, month 3 to 5, are we?
Yeah, 3 to 5. Yeah.
It's okay. I asked you to extract data from 3 to 5. Then from there you can then start your analysis. Just perform the same analysis that we did yesterday. That is what I asked you to do.
Yeah.
Now we have access to our data set. You can see we have access to our data set now. So I'm going to read the data set again. Like this data set. So the assignment is, so I don't need to run all this. Let me just come here. Let me say assignment correction. So correction to assignment. So I told you to extract data from a particular month. So let's say that we have this particular data set. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So these are months. So I asked you to extract data from month 3 to month 5. Right? Month 3 to month 5. So you can simply say that less than data a month less than 6. So I asked you to extract month 3, month 4, and month 5. So it's same thing as saying that then it started from month 3. So same thing as saying that data month less than 6. That means it's going to force between data is going to extract data from month 3, month 4, month 5. Do you understand that? And the month 6 and 7 will be excluded. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So if I run this particular line, so you see that. So then I can then, this is our Boolean colon. So I can then extract the particular data like this. So this is subset data I asked you to extract. So now you have data from month 3 to 5. So this is the subset data. Then repeat the particular analysis that we did yesterday. So which is starting from We started from this particular line. So So start from this particular line. So instead of this data now, we are going to reference subset data. So from this subset data, first we have to get the countries, these particular countries. So we got countries using dot pd dot unique. So with pd dot unique, you can get countries. So pd dot unique subset data. So we need the unique values of all the countries to do that. So this that. Then we can then plot the graph like we did. First, we need to import matplotlib again. Import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Then we need xc. Okay. We also need the numpy. Import numpy as np. So then we can then use np dot arrange array like we did. This is the code. So just the same thing that we did yesterday. I just asked you to repeat the same thing, but we are not using the old data now. You just have to use data from March to May. So that is month 3 to 5. Do you understand that?
Okay.
So it's the same thing that we did yesterday. Just pick from month 3 to 5. Okay, I think L equal to learn countries, the total numbers of countries. So this is what I asked you to do. So multiply it 5. So let's now say that, for example, you can also plot line graph. Let's try to plot line graph. We want to plot, let's plot uh, the deaths and the numbers of new cases and the deaths, these numbers of cases. So you can also use line graph instead of, aside from presenting your graph in bar charts. So you can use line graph, which is plt.plot. Line graph is just this, comma, depth. So it's very scatter because, so we can use scatter plot. Let's use scatter plot instead. Scatter, here to the scatter. So this scatter plot. So from scatter plot now you can see that once there is a particular when there is a particular death case, this shows the variation, the numbers of deaths, the numbers of new cases on x-axis, and the numbers of deaths on y-axis. Say plt.x label This is for new cases, and plt.y label for date. So do you get that?
Yeah, sir.
In,
Okay.
in today's class, we are going to talk about another data set that is similar to that data set. I think this data set. So I'm going to open it in Google Sheets. So if you have this particular data set, it's almost something like we did yesterday. This is the same data set that we are using. Again, this and that, this different data sets. So we have a data set like this. Okay, this for a part. This for these are this is a data set for a particular city, for different cities. I think in Canada. So it might be asked that maybe you should plot numbers of deaths and these numbers of tested and numbers of recovery. Okay, we have something like this. Let's try to import this data set. It's a pd dot read underscore csv dot csv. So this data set, let me name it as data set 2 or simply data 2. So I'll be asking you some question in this particular data set, data 2. If I need to get the columns in the data set, how will I get columns in this data set?
Data 2.icol ilog.
I mean, I want to get the names of all these columns, the names of all these columns as a list. Hmm? Justin, do you have idea? How do you know?
I think log.
I told that
And
there's dot columns. Dot columns. I told you about dot columns. This is what I asked. I just want to get the numbers, the columns in form of a list. So these are the columns.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay.
Do you understand
okay.
that? So if I need to get the first 5 rows, I only need the first 5 rows. How do you think you can get the
Yes.
first 5 rows?
Data 2 in data 2 in bracket 5.
5 like this. Hmm?
Yes.
I told you that there is dot head. Hmm? So dot head
Of
like
the
this.
head. Yes.
Yes, once there is no argument in dot head, you are going to get the first 5 rows, but you can specify the numbers of head, maybe the first 2 rows, hmm, and the first 5 rows. Do you get that? So if I need to get the last 5 rows, how will I get the last 5 rows?
Data2 dot tail in bracket 5.
So if there's no argument, the default one is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why if there is an argument, like I can also get the last 4 rows instead. So do you get that?
Okay.
So let's say I only need I will need if I need to find the sum of if I need to find the unique values in this PR name, how will I find the unique values in PR name? Hmm? This
PD
unique
dot unique
I think we use PD.
dot unique
PD dot unique in bracket
data2
data2 list bracket.
yeah list bracket and your name.
Okay. So if I need to find the sum of all these numbers of deaths, how will I find the sum of everything here in this particular column? Or let me say number total. How will I find the sum of this number total?
Dot data2
Data2
or data2 bracket list bracket and num total, right? In which one are we getting? I don't know.
num total.
Num total, yeah, num total. Yeah, num total.
Okay. Let me check how it is being spelled. Okay, just num total.
Yeah, we put it you put data bracket data2 num total, right? Dot sum, yeah.
Okay, that's sum. Like this. You should also know that there is something we call dot summarize. So dot summarize is going to, I think, is going to list something like, is this summarize or summary? I think it's summary. Summary. Okay. It seems you have to use it for PD. Dot summary is being used for PD. It's used for data frame. Okay. I'll try to see how to do that. So let's proceed. So what if we have if we need to get, is it possible for us to get our months in this particular date time? This in this data date column. Like if I want to get data for a particular month. Hmm? Is it possible to get data for a particular month like this? Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is it possible to get data for a particular month in this particular data?
Can you do equal to
what? Maybe I want to get for
Month.
just for June 06 or for one for January.
I think double equals to June.
You can see that this is not, there's no June value here. So you should also know that there's .str function. You can convert this to str. You understand that? So if you are converting to str, it will behave like a string, so in which I can get the first index .str like this. So this is the first index. If I'm getting everything, this or everything here. Do you understand that? So it will behave like you want to put .str in a series colon. Do you understand that? For example, I can say dot. For example, if I want a for June would be like, I mean, for month, June is, I can easily get June with this month, these two figures here, these two digits
06.
06. So I can then say dot str 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, or let me say 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it should be from 6 to, let me say 6 to 8. So I should get a month like this. So it's not, I should be, let's say 6 to 9.
Sorry, please. How did you calculate the number?
Yeah, I'm not even getting it yet. This is what I mean. So once you use .str in a string, so you have months, you have, it's your series. Once you use .str in a series, your series is going to behave like a string. Do you understand that? So this is behaving like a string. So it means that we can slice the string. So I'm trying to slice the month part. Do you understand that? So I can then say that, for example, if I want to slice the year part, this is just 0 to 5. It's going to give us here 0, 1, 2, 3. I think 0 to 4 should give us here. Let's say 0 to 4. So this give us here. Do you understand what I mean? So I'm trying to slice the months. Are you following?
Okay.
So if to slice the month now, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's say 5 to 7. Let's try 5 to 7. So this is what I mean. Do you understand that? Because of this .str, that is why it is behaving like a string. Do you follow that?
The 0, 1, 2, 3 that you are counting, is it this 0, 1 here beside, I mean, at the left? Is that what you're counting?
No, it's index. Is 2 is at index 1, 0. 0 is at index 1. You understand that? This is at index, normal indexing that we've been doing. Indexing. This is 0. This is mean that if I'm getting 0, string of 0, I'm getting the first character in all rows of all the strings, which is 2. Do you get that?
Okay, it is true.
So why is 2? Why this once you put double equal to like this, double colon, I mean, you get all the items here. So I mean, it means that it's behaving like a string. This is a string now. Everything, this I'm getting everything now. It's behaving like a string.
Okay.
So the first one character, if I'm interested in getting the first character, then I have to say 0 like this. So I'm interested in getting the first character. Do you understand that?
Which one is the first character, please?
first character is 2 because it is a string, just like you are having all this like a string.
Okay. Okay.
So this is a string now. Do you understand that? So it means that I'm getting the first character like this particular one,
Okay.
which is 2. Do you understand that?
Okay.
If I'm getting 1, which it is 0, I'm getting the second character. Do you understand that? This because of this
Yeah.
dot str, that's why it is giving like a string. You can make it your, for example, you want to slice a particular part in a colon. You want to slice maybe the last part in a colon, then you can use these conditions. You can use dot str to convert it to strings. So all your series will be in a string series. Do you understand that? So from there, you can then slice. So for example, if I want to slice months, it is 0, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to start from 5, 6, 7. So I have to say from 5 to 7. So then I'm slicing month now. Then from there now I can then check when the string is equal to 0, 6. So then from there I can then extract my main data. So this means that I've extracted for a particular month. So you can see that this is just for June 06. So do you get that?
Okay.
Do you get that?
Yes.
So it's just like, okay, let me show you another example. These are, let's show you the previous data set that we've used. So looking at this data set now, for example, okay, look at this date rep, this date rep figure. If I'm interested in extracting maybe, let me say 07, I'm only interested in 07. So I can't perform indexing like this directly. Like I can just say maybe try to index directly. I have to convert it to strings. I have to make it behave like a string so I can index everything. So I just have to count. 07 is at 0, 1, 07, like the month part, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you understand that? So it will be 3 to 5. So I'm extracting from 3 to 5. Do you understand that? They can then say that it's equal to 07. When the string is equal to 07, that is the exact part I want to extract. So do you get that? So this is just for 07. Do you get it? Do you understand the process?
Yeah.
Okay. So just is very easy. For example, this is another example. Data 2. Let me come back to the previous data. So let's pick this particular column. And because it is in strings, they can also use strings functions. You understand that? So you can use string functions. So this is what I mean. You still remember those string functions like start with, end with, something like that. For example, now if I need this particular column, if I need rows in which it ends with a, I can then say that str, let me say everything, or even dots ends with uh, a, something like this. Let me see if it's going to work. So you can see it's going to give us the ones that ends with a. You understand that because you have turned your series to strings, so now everything should end with a for pr name. So it's only for the one that ends with a. Do you get that?
Yes.
So because it's strings, you can also apply string functions like end with, start with. So I'm going to show you more example. I'm going to show you more example so you can understand better. So like this particular data set, I'm going to show you more example with this particular because once we talk about data manipulation, you should know how to manipulate your data, some little techniques to extract, slice a particular part in the data. Do you understand that? So that you can perform your analysis. Hmm? You might be interested in anything in your data set. You might be interested in anything. So just depends on your own techniques. You can diverse a new techniques yourself on how to extract it. Do you get that?
Okay.
Do you get that? For example, now I can use say that this PR name, I can say that PR name. I'm only interested in those that PR name FR that starts with maybe this Colombic. I can say the one that starts with Colombic. Starts with Colombic. So you only have for Colombia. So you can see that. Do you get that?
Okay.
Do you get that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's come back for the next session.